Last week, you joined Katy and I on an underwater adventure through the aquarium, a hotspot in the Exuma Keys Land and Sea Park. Our spinnaker pulled us north from O'Brien's to Shroud Cay, our next destination. We begin this week with a view into Katy's morning routine. Well, it's a windy day here on Seawind. Katy did some good yoga before it started getting crazy outside. I'm making some pancakes, just finishing up. We're gonna have breakfast. We moved the boat only like a half a mile, didn't film any of it, but believe me, it was uneventful. We're making some water. Having a good day, singing a lot of songs. Dancing to our own tune. And we are in Shroud Cay. Well, we are not in it, we're next to it. We're in Shroud. It's gusty. You said 23 was the highest?
23 and a half.
That's what it was when I saw it, so when I checked it last, so.
All right, bada bing,
Look at
bada
this.
boom.
All right, let's eat. It is a windy day. I always like to come up and check the anchor bridle, make sure nothing is going on that's weird. Mantis snubber's working real well. We're somewhere 75 feet that way is our anchor. There's a lot of boats that have come in since we got here. We moved here this morning before breakfast, and we're glad we did. We got a good spot. We're keen on going a swim though. There's some beaches right over here, and we saw some people dinghying to go swimming. Kind of sounds nice to get off the boat for a little while. documentary style. Where are we at?
The Shroud Cay exhibit landing. Hearty.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's really windy.
Well, when you see in here, because it's right here.
Yeah, we're very protected right here. Is how you pay if you're on a mooring here. I like your foot placement. Trail to well. All right, we're going. Look at this, honey.
Yeah. No soap or contaminant near well.
You think it's still fresh water?
Yeah. There's fish in there.
I see that.
The peak before. Then we'll be able to see.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just got him. Pretty cool well, huh?
Yep. Wow, Gami's way back.
Yep. Tide's going out.
It's the world famous dinghy drag. I saw that almost go straight up. Oh my gosh. Okay.
All right, we just finished dinner. Just finished cooking it. So we have a tofu scramble, a couple of onions, some garlic minced, kale, and then the turmeric, cumin, and black pepper seasoning, and then tofu in it. And then I made another version of the creamy cheese sauce, and we are going to put it on top of some roasted potatoes. So we're having a tofu scramble
And cheese fries.
and cheese fries for dinner.
Yum.
What do you think?
I'm excited.
Me too. Hey everyone, I'm Parker.
And I'm Katy.
And this is our boat, Seawind. I bought Seawind in 2016 with my entire savings and no clue what it would take to turn her into what she is today. With the help of my dad and a few friends, I slowly tackled project after project, transforming this old boat into what I envisioned when we first met. Halfway through this 5.5-year project, I met Katy, and we've been inseparable ever since. In truth, this only shows a fraction of what it really took in order to get to where we're at today, in a beautiful Anchorage, making this video.
Together, we have come a long way. We have learned the beautiful and brutal lessons that the water has to offer. We have come to know heartache and loss and to dance despite it all. I work a full-time job on the go, which presents its own unique challenges and opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's our desire to move slowly and live fully that makes it all worth it.
Sailing Seawind is our unique attempt at showing how we choose to live with a lighter carbon footprint, how we plan to make our mark on this ever-changing world. It's a place for us to show that every one of us is connected, and that we will all go further together. Well, good morning. I haven't said that in a while. Today, we are leaving Shroud because of the weather. We didn't get to do some of the things that we wanted to here. We are sailing up to Highborn today. 14 miles. Should be a really nice sail. Yeah, yesterday we did a little bit of exploring. We found that well. That was kind of cool. That's what we're doing. Didn't sleep too well. We didn't expect to sleep too well here, though.
But actually, it was worse than I thought.
Yeah, it was, yeah. No, it was about what I thought it was going to be. But I don't know. So, some boats are leaving. We just saw a catamaran hoist its big main and head on out of here. They're heading south. There's another catamaran that left and is heading north. Yeah. That's what we're doing. Gonna enjoy some coffee.
Hot. The pancakes are hot.
Well, that's good. Leftovers for breakfast. Are you ready to go sailing?
Almost. I gotta put my other bun in.
Highborn would be a quick overnight stay because of the dramatic change in weather forecasts. Our next destination is a familiar place, Coral Harbor on the island of New Providence. For the first time, we are retracing some of our steps. In a bittersweet way, it feels good. It means leaving the Exumas, which are incredible, but with our beloved Seawind needing some TLC in the engine department, making miles toward home feels right. We are looking forward to soaking in even more of these places this second time around. All right, it took a while, but we are ready to go, huh?
to go. There was a lot of things to do.
Yeah. Another attempt of sailing off anchor. There was some current running through the anchorage, and Seawind was not completely bow into the wind. Full-keeled boats are ruled by currents in an anchorage, if you remember from back in our Beaufort, North Carolina episode number 18. You can watch it here if you haven't seen it yet. Anyhow, Katy, as usual, was on top of making sure our main sheet was uncleated and free to run. This is so the mainsail doesn't catch any wind and cause the boat to start sailing prematurely. The small amount of friction caused by the line running back and forth in the blocks was just enough to hold the sail, which filled with wind and started to generate power. Make sure the main sheet is really loose.
It's really loose.
Okay.
Now we're gonna start sailing.
Way out. Katy let the mainsail out quickly, and although our anchored boat was now broadside to the wind, we were still able to hoist the sail, and off we went after I broke us free of our anchor. We're up.
Okay.
Every time you sail off of anchor, it's a different story.
Yeah.
Different situation, different conditions. I think what we had there is a little bit of current wrapping around, the tidal current wrapping around that island over there.
Yeah.
And it was holding our bow slightly off of the wind. So when we hoisted the main, the boat wanted to start sailing. The anchor held us in place. I basically had to raise the main with pressure in it. Yeah. Brisk day.
Yeah.
We haven't really seen much gust above 20.
No.
Like a piano wire. We're just coming up on Highborn. We just came up 30 degrees and sheeted everything in. So now we're sailing at about 50 degrees apparent. Still doing 5 1/4 knots. Look up. We're just about 4 miles from the Anchorage in Highborn. This has been a pretty damn good sail. It's been spicy, as per the usual lately, huh?
Yeah.
How are you feeling about it?
Fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Katie took some seasickness medication as a prophylactic today. And she's gonna tomorrow as well.
Yep.
You have anything to say?
No.
A view from the Helm. Seawind is a very balanced boat and sails in a straight course with correct sail trimming. The black mark on the wheel to the left of my hand is our rudder position indicator. When it's pointing straight up at the sky, the rudder is in a neutral position. Sailing vessels are designed to have a natural tendency to round up, meaning the boat turns toward the wind direction when you let go of the helm. This is called weather helm. It's a normal occurrence and on Seawind is anywhere from 5 to 8 degrees of opposite helm correction. This becomes the baseline rudder position for keeping the boat sailing in a straight course, but too much weather helm is hard on the rudder and steering gear, and is an indication that you need to adjust the sails. We've learned to trim Seawind's sails so that there is almost no weather helm in some conditions. This is in large part because of her full keel acting as a big fin keeping us tracking straight. All right, we just anchored. We're in about 15 feet of water. So it's a little deeper of an anchorage than we've been in lately. Katie deployed the anchor. It was a good set. This is where we're gonna be for the evening.
Can you duck under the cord?
Yeah. Got some boats around. Catamaran over here behind us. So yeah, what are you working on here?
Beef burgers.
Besides your butt tan.
Beef burgers.
Okay, what goes into these beet burgers?
Beets, cannelli beans, or whatever, honestly, whatever bean.
That's what we have in here?
Yeah.
Beets and cannelli beans.
We don't have any tomorrow, so we're gonna use some coconut aminos.
Okay.
And then the dry ingredients are ground nuts. So they call for walnuts, but we only had cashews and almonds, so I did half and half. Flaxseed. They call for ground oats. I didn't want to use the last of our oats, so I used some buckwheat flour. Herbs like oregano. They also call for like cinnamon and some sweet stuff like that. So instead of cinnamon, I used the 5-spice blend because it has cinnamon, fennel, clove, star anise, and white pepper. So it's a bit different. Some cayenne pepper. Well, I'm gonna blend that and pour this in here and then make the.
And you ground all that up with our immersion blender?
But there's still some chunks of cashews, which is fine.
It's like you just killed something in there.
It's kind of gross. Don't watch too closely. Exactly what you think.
Looks like you got
Well, you want it to be chunky a little bit.
Oh, I see.
Which usually, like when you do this in a food processor, the beets get like shredded. Almost.
Right.
This will be different. We'll see.
Looks like it'll make some patties.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Smells good. Babe, those look and smell amazing. This looks delicious. Are they good?
good.